Keep going back. Also, too. There's one four. It's a two-story house. There. Oh, so they were looking at surveying the sewer heads. In the alley. Yes. Yeah, that's probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got an idea.
It's disappointing because it would have been a lot easier to watch. So, yeah.
Across the street. It might be ours.
And the white,
Yeah, the white one.
that's right, that's in.
Oh, I found that funny. I didn't know that was that far. Beautiful things.
Meeting notes.
The 1940s, I heard about.
Not where we got stuff back from.
One.
Because you get all from different pairs.
Try if someone.
It's 7:00, time for us to get this meeting underway here. So call order at 7:00. Roll call.
Here.
Need to please stand and follow me on the pledge of allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We will start with public comments. This is a business meeting of the city council. The council values and welcomes public input on matters of city concern. Please address the council as a whole rather than individual council members of the city staff. Council action on items brought up in public comments is limited by Oregon open meeting law. The council may direct staff to study the matter and reschedule for further consideration at a later date. Public comment is limited to 3 minutes per person, with an optional 2 minutes for council questions and answers. If you wish to address the council, please come forward to the podium, identify yourself for the record.
I see like Petra, Heather, Diane.
Tracy's there.
Yeah.
And so is Mike. They could be in this.
Now, I'm not seeing anyone come forward. No public comments tonight? Evidently not. Okay, we'll move along. The consent calendar. Approval of minutes of October 3, October 10th, November 7th, and bills list for November 24. Do we have a motion to approve the consent calendar?
Motion to approve the consent calendar for October 3rd, October 10th, November 7th, and the bills list for November 2024.
And do we have a second?
Second on that.
Roll call vote, please.
Here, yes.
Aye.
Motion passes. Before we move along, we don't have any committee reports, but we do have an issue about the date for our next council meeting. Reason being, Laura is not going to be here. Kyle's not going to be here. Tim is not going to be here. Joel is out of town until the 4th. So that being said, we would not have a quorum to vote on any business that would come before the council. So I think what we need to do is reschedule the meeting for the 9th of January. That way we can have the auditors here to present their findings of the audit to everyone. And we can vote on any business that comes before the council. So do we have a motion from the council to change the date?
Motion to change January.
Yes.
Meeting
January to the 9th of January.
on the 9th of January, 2025.
So is that a motion, Gary?
Yes.
Okay, I'll second on that.
Okay, and would like to have a roll call vote, please?
Aye.
Motion carries.
Next on our list of things, presentations. Toby Roth from the accounting firm was going to be here. He had a family conflict. So he has agreed to present on the 9th. We will put the final version of the audited financial statements up on the website and provide the councilman and the mayor-elect with a copy of that. At this point, I can tell you this much. We have an unqualified opinion. There are 3 types of opinions that accounting firms provide. Unqualified says that all of the data is fairly presented without material mistakes. A qualified opinion says things are all right, but there may be some problems. Unqualified opinion the next category is adverse, which means you're in trouble. Big trouble, as far as reporting is concerned. The last one is a compilation review, which there is no opinion expressed. So our book's got the best opinion that an accounting firm can provide performing audit. And the details of that will be supported by a 73-page report that, I'll tell you what, some of this stuff reading it is like watching paint dry. But it's something that you have to understand and appreciate the result. So we had scheduled a public hearing for, I'll just read what these were about. Street evacuation petition file VAC 2024-01, petition submitted by abutting residents requesting the city to vacate 1 block section of Cedar Avenue between 6th Street and 7th Street. If approved, the 60-foot, 220-foot by 220-foot section of the street right away would be split down the center and attached to abutting private property. The hearing will continue to January. We would need to have a motion to continue the public hearing. On our schedule here, it says January 2nd, We would need to have that be continued to January 9th. Do we have a motion to continue this public hearing to January 9th?
Yeah, I'll motion to continue this meeting, this hearing on the 9th.
Thank you. Do we have a second?
Second.
Roll call vote, please.
Aye.
By abutting residents requesting the city merge to vacant one block public alley within block 58 of Germantown Flat, bound by 6th Street and 7th Street, Cedar Avenue and Douglas Avenue. If approved, the 20-foot by 200-foot section of the alley right of way would be split down the center and attached to abutting private property. This hearing will continue to December. Not December, but through January. We would need to have a motion to move that meeting to the 9th of January.
Motion that we continue public hearing on alley vacate petition from January 2nd to January 9th, 2025.
Thank you. We have a motion. Do we have a second?
Second on that.
And a roll call vote, please.
Aye.
Thank you. Motion carries. No old business, no new business. Now we roll in the staff report. Chief West.
Hello, everyone. Be covering the October 1st through October 31st. We're usually a month behind on things the way the council report falls. Calls for service and CAT reports 239, arrests 6, traffic offenses 45, traffic warnings 7, assist agencies that are outside the limits 6, assist agencies inside the limits 8. They added 2 new logs on this, new city ordinance issues 22, what that stands for is things that we're working on or waiting to make contact with, and closed city ordinance issues 18. Kind of shows a little bit more of ordinances are actually we looked into. So then I'll go into the rest of the report. We continue to attend firearms trainings with Hubbard Donald Police Department. We recently hosted a training by the Western States Information Network, which is WISN. WISN is a free service to law enforcement agencies from the government. WISN helps to provide the most secure, accurate, and timely criminal intelligence and assistance to the participating agencies. This gives a city of our size resources that much larger agencies are accustomed to. The training taught us how to use the system for the safety of the citizens and officers and help with investigations to provide a better service for the community. We invited other agencies to attend. We were joined by members of several agencies, including the Youngsville Police Department, Hubbard Donald Police Department, and others. Today, I actually arranged for a schedule a training for next month for our new medical examiner, Marion County Medical Examiner, to come and teach our officers and other officers basically what to look for in death investigation scenes and make sure that we're all on the same page. It's another free training for us. And looks like we're gonna have a lot of other agencies come to observe it also. Administrative Assistant Crystal Camacho attended the Oregon Police Officer Association, OPOA Evidence Collection Conference or Evidence Conference. Administrative Assistant Camacho received valuable evidence training in the proper documentation and handling of evidence. She has not only learned a lot of the training, but she is eager to implement some of the things she has learned. And she also shares what she has learned with us, so we have a better understanding of the proper procedures. During the training, Administrative Assistant Camacho learned of a company that provides the service to pick up and properly dispose of prescription medications as agencies have due to drug take-back programs. When she returned from the training, she advised me of the service and ordered the collection box, which is a free service provided to us and several agencies in the area. This will replace our older collection box and will be less work required by our staff since the company handled the disposal of the items in the box. We actually have a box out here that we've had for years, the green box. That has to be collected and go to Covanta, which now at the end of this month will be closed. So because of her learning that, now we have a free service that picks it up here. In the past several weeks, we worked closely with DataVision, Public Works, City Hall staff, and the Jervis Community Progress team to put together the Christmas tree lighting and the Christmas tree light walkthrough. Would like to thank City Hall for letting us host it. The Jervis Community Progress team and Public Works has been responsible for the majority of the physical work that has been done, but we are very appreciative to be able to be involved. Administrative Assistant Camacho has been instrumental with sharing the information on the Jervis Police Department Facebook page and creating the flyers you hopefully have seen around town. This year, the police department had its first giving tree. The giving tree had the age and gender of 30 local kids in need. Since this was our first year doing this, we didn't know what to expect. But with the help of the community, all 30 kids will be getting a gift. It was within a week, all 30 names were taken off the tree. We attended Chop with a Cop today in Woodburn. And on Saturday, Sergeant Camacho will be attending the Chop with a Cop in Kaiser. We're working with those programs to hopefully get our city to be a little bit more involved with it. As always, I want to thank Jervis community for being patient and supportive of us as we continue to try to improve the services we provide and you deserve. One more thing, I'd like to thank Kyle and everybody else involved with the Christmas tree lighting. That turned out to be pretty cool. A lot of people here. There was a lot of kids here the other day. They seemed to enjoy it. A lot of smiles on faces. And the amount of gifts that the community has jumped in and provided. Thank you.
Thank you, Chief West. Kyle, you're up.
I'll start off by touching on the Christmas tree event. We actually had a couple work parties that came together on the weekends to decorate the tree. It was donated and ornaments and some more lights for it. So it shows up much better, presents much better during the day. So that was a nice addition this year. The event seemed to be a big success. Everybody pulled together and did lots of fun. With Public Works, fortunately, there's not a ton to report on. No major breakdowns or any other excitement other than back in August, I had applied for a grant through ODOT, Small City Allotment Grant Program, and found out at the time of the writing here that we were awarded the full $250,000 for some much needed street repairs. That will be taken care of a 2-block section of street that is anybody who drops off kids or needs to go through there during school drop-off hours or pickup. It's very congested and very narrow, so we'll be addressing those issues as well as cooling water issues and safety issues. So we'll be happy to get working on that here, probably towards the springtime and the summertime. And then the update on the wastewater treatment plant project, the fine screen assembly has been installed and has been experiencing some growing pain issues here. We've noticed a few defects in it and have been working closely with the manufacturer. They've flown out from Eastern Canada multiple times to address this, and we have narrowed down to just a couple more. They're manufacturing the pieces to complete it and modify it to where it will function properly. And then on a separate piece of that same project, the actual pump station, they've poured the new cement lid. It's a very large structure. It is in the required 28-day curing phase. Once that's completed, they'll be able to coat the inside of the wet well and start installing the tracking for the submersible pumps and controls. And that should put us in line to meet or exceed our anticipated completion date, final completion, January 28th, which would be very, very nice to have that done. because we've been working on bypass. So we're manually moving water between the lagoons with the backup pump that we have. So that requires a bit of extra labor. So it'd be nice to just be done with that and have it automated. Speaking of repairs, there was a little bit needed for the F-150 superintendent's truck. Was having some issues. We took it to a local shop. They were able to repair that. We gave the truck an overall inspection. We gave it a good bill of health, so it should last many more years to come, which is good to hear. It's very low miles. And the last thing to wrap up, I am in the process of completing the Tree City application, so we will maintain our status as a Tree City for the next year. We've met all our criteria. It's just a matter of compiling it all and getting it to them in a timely manner. That should happen next week. And then I have a couple other things that have happened since this. I will address that in the next month's report to go into some details on that. But that wraps it up.
Thank you, Kyle. Appreciate it. My report spent a good amount of time working on a special election, make sure that all the documents were in order and in the appropriate hands on time, and that all occurred. Received verbal notification from Marion County Clerk for the results of the general election. Been certified that Brian Wagner has been elected mayor. And I'm going to return the acknowledgement to the county clerk tomorrow. Received it on Tuesday. So it's a done deal. Work with Laura, work through the process of including on our website the ability to accept payments for water and ticket citations through a payment portal provided by Encode, who's the author of our software for accounting. They will integrate all the moving pieces seamlessly. The portal will be multilingual. And it costs us a whopping $480 a year for that service. And there will be a per transaction fee, which will be nominal, probably on the $1.25 a transaction. That's what their quote was. So it'll save a good amount of labor at the window that we can channel in different directions. We also will be able to engage a pay by phone technology that will also be multilingual. So there'll be more than one, there'll be 3 ways to pay your water bill and pay for your tickets for driving too fast. And Chief West has a guy that has got a full ticket book ready to rock and roll. Made a good amount of progress on completion of a number of small tasks that were low priority, just to get them out of the way for the holiday season. Our next meeting, which will be on the 9th of January, I will open the meeting. Judge Lori Kukulis will swear in Mayor-elect. Mayor-elect will take the gavel and conduct the meeting. So that will be one less thing for me to worry about and one more thing for you to worry about. So that's all I've got. Do we have any business from the council?
No.
Hearing none, we'll adjourn. That's all she wrote. She wrote no more. The meeting's closed. We're out the door. And the time is 7:21.